Hey guys, welcome back to the course. I'm going to take some time to discuss a little bit about what's version control. Version control is a system that records changes to the file or sets of files over time so that you can recall specific versions later. For example, in the picture on the left, if you see, usually in the software development phase, there are design analysts and there's different phases. And each of these phases, you're going to need to make some kind of modification to a file. So version control is very good for that kind of environment. I'm going to give you an example of like what's the old traditional version control versus the Git version control that we're going to discuss in this course. So in the traditional version control, for example, we have a file called log.php. That is a file that we create. It's not in production, it is in development mode. And then we need something to update the feature, right? After we update the feature, it's become log_edit.php. After we add the feature, our manager like it, and say, okay, go ahead and deploy it to the production. Before we deploy it, we create that file, it's become log_final.php. Once it's deployed in the production, there is a report that there is a bug on it. Now we have to bring it down, fix it, and redeploy it, right? So we create log_final2.php. Now, after we redeploy it, there is another bug that we forgot to fix. Now we have to fix it. It's become log_final3.php. See, originally it's from log.php, and because of these changes, now it's one file, it's become 5 files. It's very different with the Git version control. You start with the same file, log.php. After you add the new feature to it, you're saving it into the same file. But you put a commit message to it. Let's say that you add user login to it. You put the message to it. After that, when it gets approved for production, you still save it into the same file, log.php, but you put a commit message as approved for production. After you approve, somebody report that there is a bug. You fix the log.php, but you update the commit only. You don't change the file name. So it's become commit bug fix 1. And then there is another bug that we need to fix. It's become commit bug fix 2. See, the difference is with the Git version control is you have the same file, but different commit to it compared to the traditional that you have end up with 5 files. And then with the traditional, now if you try to keep track of what changes you have done on each of these files, it's almost impossible. While if you're in the Git version control, it's kind of easy to see what changes you have done on each of these. So this is not only applicable to the software development environment. I mean, it can be used for anything. Anything that if you think at any point you'll need to come back and look at the older version, you can use Git. Other usages include writing an article, create a user manual, blog, resume, business plan, movie script, website development, and many more. Right? So what's the benefit of version control? First, it keeps track of changes in the organized way. That's very important. It has to be in an organized way. And then second, it will restore previous version easily. And then third, the collaboration. This is one of the features that is really important. You don't have to wait until somebody finishes with the file before you can start working on it. Both of you can work at the same time, and then you just merge the changes. And then after that is the remote backup. So in this course, we are actually going to talk about 3 different technologies. It's one technology, but 3 different software to it. So I'm going to discuss one by one. The first one is Git. What is Git? Git is a free and open source distributed version control. By far, it is the most widely used modern version control system in the world today. If you're looking for a new job or if you are getting into the software industry market, big chance that they will ask, have you ever used Git version control, right? Git is very, very popular. The next one is, what is GitHub? GitHub is a web-based Git repository hosting service. It provides access control and several collaboration features. Basically, it's just a hosting service for Git. And then next, what is Gitkraken? Gitkraken is a Git user interface that is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. It is beautiful, intuitive, and downright luxurious. It is something that will make learning Git very easy, and you'll see it later in this course. So to put it side by side, the combination of these three makes a powerful and easy to use solution. You see, Git is the base system, Gitkraken is the user interface, and then GitHub is the remote hosting service. If you have any question, please let me know, put it in the forum, and I will respond to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.